Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, now, before I talk about this week's cosmic vibes from August 11th to the 17th, the next live free readings, psychic clairvoyant readings that I'm doing right here on YouTube is on Saturday, August the 31st at 12 noon Mountain Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, or 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to get a free reading from me, tune in. And to get notifications, hit that little subscribe button down there in the corner, that little red little button that says subscribe, and you will get notifications. You follow me on Instagram, Jeni Ji Cousins, and I will follow you back. Now, that's the best place to catch these notifications by, and also by especially subscribing to my channel. Now, this week's cosmic vibes, you're going to be like, what the cosmic heck is going on? Like, seriously. You know, we still have that Lionsgate portal, like you can see my lion in the background. And actually, that's a photographer. I took that photo a few years ago because I'm also an animal communicator, and I channeled and got messages from this beautiful soul, this majestic lion. It was a very, very profound, sacred moment for me. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll get really teary-eyed. So I had written a blog on my website a few years ago on him, and I still connect with him and zoom in on him every now and then. And I wanted to share him today because we are in Leo season with this Lionsgate portal. So seriously, you are going to be wondering like what the cosmic heck is seriously happening to me this week, because we have like a master number day on the 15th of August. You're going to feel pulled this week. You're going to be having some lucid dreams this week. You're going to be wondering like, why am I like so full of energy? Why am I like really ready to go forward? And then all of a sudden you might freeze in fear. You might be like, what the cosmic heck is going on? Right? Seriously. Like these energies are really intense this month. It's a huge month to really take time and really reflect on you, you know, like what do you want? What do you truly want? Are you taking those steps necessary to make this happen? You know, and it's really, really important to not give your power away, because as you give your power away to other people, you're going to kind of feel left out in that corner there. And with this lion in the background, Leo, lions, what do they represent? Courage, strength. They give you that courage and that strength to move forward, to embrace who you are, to accept who you are. And it's also that time to stop and smell the roses. You can also catch my photography too, by the way, on Instagram, Jeni Ji Photography. And I also have a Facebook page, Jeni Ji Photography, if you want to see more photos. So, but anyways, now, if you want to really tap into your soul, you have to activate, you know, there's many, many, many ways to go about it. So one of the ways is to start tapping on your crown, the top of your head, very gently with your right hand. As you are doing that, take your left hand and start tapping on your heart gently, because you want to activate your crown chakra and your heart chakra at the same time to hear those messages coming through from your soul. And it's really important to do this whenever it's quiet. You know, turn your phones off. Like I literally have the volume turned off of my phone a lot, and I check messages here and there, you know, because it goes busy, 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 nonstop with messages. So if it's not as bad like that for you, then it's perfectly okay. This is when you're like, you know what, I have this to work on. I have these projects to work on. I have my family. I have my children. I have my animals. I have my spouse. I have this. I have that. Yes. However, how many of you are taking time out for you? You have to take time out for you. Oh, but Jeni, I just don't have the time. If you don't have the time to take out time for you, you are not going to see clarity. You are not going to get these messages coming through. Maybe, like go to bed a little earlier if you're at work, maybe rather than meeting everybody for coffee or something, maybe go for a little walk or something like that. Get in touch in a quiet area, and put your hand over your heart. Tune in when you're tapping your crown and your heart chakra. You're going to start to hear and feel messages coming through. And if you're not, you need to take more time for you. That's a huge indication from your soul that, you know what, you need to take more time for you. Put your hand on your heart and close your eyes. What are you feeling? What are you truly feeling? That's your purpose. All of your passions. This is a very passionate month. You're going to start to see these signs. You're going to start to feel more motivated. On the 11th and 12th of August, you might be feeling, you know what, I need to take more space. Maybe that's those days when you're going to just take more space for you, reflecting on where you are, who is supportive of you, who is not. There's going to be certain people, there's going to be certain situations that you're really going to be letting go of more and more and more. I always take a look at, especially certain times for myself, who has made a comment, who has supported me through that, who hasn't, who's been there for me, who hasn't, things like that. And when you're paying attention, you can really see who your soul tribe is, who is there for you, who you can really talk to about things, and who you have to walk around and say, you know what, I got to walk on eggshells being around these people. Those aren't your people. That's not your soul tribe. Your soul tribe will accept you and love you for who you are unconditionally. Like I have some amazing people in my life, and I'm so truly grateful for them. They're all over the world and worldly places, of course, and I'm always grateful anytime I connect with them. So with this Mercury retrograde, we're also still in. You might have heard from, certain people from your past, or certain people you haven't talked to for quite some time. I had a really beautiful conversation with one of my dear friends the other day, and it was just really, really nice catching up with him and what's going on. And, Jeni, you're very welcome to stay in my home when you visit. I get people, hey, come, travel here, travel there, you can stay with us and stuff. And I'm always really grateful. And, you'll feel it in your heart. You will truly feel it in your heart when you're feel really, really welcome. With this Mercury retrograde energy as well, it does give you that time to really reset things, reflect things, really slow down, and don't push anything. Electronical, technical issues, of course, that's the worst thing. Delays. If you're traveling, there'll be like delays with your flight or delays with transportation, like all of those kinds of not so good things, as I call it, right? More truth gets exposed during Mercury retrograde as well, and I'm like an observer. I sit back and I see things. I don't watch the news. It's all negative, and they all want to put that fear of God into you with things. and I just kind of sit back and reflect on things. And, I keep a lot of things to myself, right? And I do talk to certain people, of course, like that, and share certain things with certain people that I know who will understand it, who will get it, right? So that's what I'm saying. You know who you connect with. And it's really, really important to focus on yourself, because when you stop growing, you stop expanding. Like I'm 100% self-employed. So I'm always doing this and I'm always doing that. And what do I know? What do you like? I need to learn more of. And you're also going to find that, especially around the 13th and the 14th of August, you're going to be more inspired and creative. And you're also going to see, what was I working on that's just not working for me anymore. Like I've just recently, I've got a lot of different, like things I was working on and projects and different profiles and with this and that. And I actually deleted, I think like about 4 different profiles and 4 different things that I was doing. Just to give, you guys an example, I had like a huge account on Vimeo on videos, and I'd put my podcasts up there and interviews and different videos and that. And I deleted the account. I'm like, why am I paying this big fee every year to upload all of these interviews I'm doing? For what reason? It's not getting me anywhere. It's not like I had a lot of followers or anything. So I deleted it. I've been deleting certain things, and that's going to continue. I'm reviewing things, and I've got deadlines on certain other projects and certain other things that I've been working really hard on. And if I don't see any results in a massive way coming, I will shut it down as well. I will end it, right? So you're going to be reflecting on what's really working for me and reviewing things. And this is one of the really good things about Mercury retrograde, because we're like, you know what, maybe I need to revamp that. Maybe I need to make some changes with that. Maybe just not working. So you know what's best for you. You know what is working for you and what is not. And that's relationships. That's with jobs. That's with anything that's around you. Because on the 15th and 16th of August, this is when you might make, you might be like, you know what, I'm just really, really getting drawn into making some huge career changes. I'm just not happy, because that 17th of August is going to push you to be like, I'm actually going to really look in these classes that I want to take that start in the autumn, that start in the fall or the spring, like wherever you are in this hemisphere. I need that change. I'm not happy with my career, or maybe I want to learn more and expand my knowledge into learning more about my career. So you might find that you're going to be expanding that more and signing up for classes or buying some books, or going to be like, you know what, I want to go to that retreat, or you know what, I just really need to take time for me. I'm going to book that flight and into the autumn, into the fall, maybe, or the springtime or whatever like that, because that's one of my passions. I'm really pull towards that. And what I'm also hearing really loudly for someone specific more, I'm literally seeing a teepee. I'm literally seeing like a native ceremony, could be shamanic, going on. I'm seeing people around it, like a meditation, like I'm hearing drumming and everything. So for someone who needs to hear this specific message, that is definitely where you should be. That is definitely where you're going to be, because I'm literally hearing there's a massive healing coming in for you. So if some of you, or specifically someone, has been thinking of that, there's your confirmation that yes. Like I get messages 24/7 from spirit. And whenever I'm doing videos and I'm hearing like a very specific message coming through, I'm going to say it. Because sometimes, all we need is just those confirmations. Sometimes even like when people book readings with me, I give them all of my insights into your past life, messages from your animals that have passed on or that you're here. What do I see for your future coming up and so on. And, sometimes people just like, you know what, Jenny, I just don't know if I'm on the right path or not. I don't know. Sometimes when we get those confirmations, makes a huge difference, a really big difference that, you know what, I didn't know if I was on the right path. I didn't know. Right? Sometimes it's like, yes, you are on the right path, or you know what, let me help you with that and give you my insights. And then, of course, you can make up your decision what direction you want to work towards. Because this Lionsgate portal is very huge. It's powerful. It goes on literally to the 26th. Like, look back to August 8th, the portal. What happened that day? That was more of a physical energy on the 8th of August. Like, I know what happened to me on the 8th of August more physically myself, right? Maybe some of you guys have been working out. Maybe some of you, guys have been doing like weight training. Maybe some of you are healing from surgery. Maybe some of you went into surgery that day. Like, whatever it is, it was a very physical day. So let me know what happened. Like, the energy is high vibrational. The manifesting is off the charts for, until the 26th with this Lionsgate portal. Really take advantage of this energy, right? Like, even start writing down, because you're going to have more dreams. Like, the dreams have been going on, right? Really pay attention, because your dreams, you're going to start to hear messages when you're waking up from your dreams. The 11th and the 12th of August, you could have, ancestors step in. You could have family members that passed away that come in. You could have, friends or your pets. Like, my birthday's the 12th of August, and I never forget my birthday, because my sister, Maureen from the UK, had passed away on my birthday. So for me, I always think of her that day. The whole energy, 11th and 12th of August, was all around her. So I hold her in the light as well. So, you never know, like the 11th and the 12th, like I'm saying, let me know if you've had profound messages in your dreams. Like, I have notepads all around my place with pens and water bottles. So as I'm waking up from a dream, I have a notepad like on my nightstand, and I start writing down, okay, what am I seeing? What messages did I hear? What colors, what vibration, how did I feel? Like, who was around me? Where was I? I start writing that down right away, because there's a profound message in there for you. So, you can always let me know. You can book a reading from me and I can give you all of my insights, or you can tune in to the live reading at the end of the month, 31st of August, and I can give you my insights on that as well. So, and just remember, you stop being so hard on yourself, because even with certain things, I have people saying, oh my God, Jenny, I did this and I did that. Like, oh my God, I have regrets. And like, it's my life is like never going to be the same. What it really comes down to, what did you truly learn from that? Your past does not affect your future unless you stay stuck in the past. The past and our experiences are lessons. Really reflect on, what did you learn from that? What we don't learn, we repeat. Lessons are painful, lessons are hard, of course. I'm working on two really big things myself, two big projects myself, and they're not easy. One I'm very passionate about, and the other one is very challenging. However, it's something I know I have to do. So make some long-term goals for yourself and some short-term goals for yourself. You're really going to see this energy help you with the Lionsgate portal. If you work with these energies, they'll work with you. Like, your animals get affected as well with all of these energies. Pay attention, because they really want to help you move forward. They, like some of them, how many of your animals try to get your attention and you're like, what are you doing? Leave me alone. Don't do that. Really pay attention to what they're trying to say to you. Really pay attention to that. You know, like even the 11th and the 12th, we get our body affected in different ways because of these planets. You might find on the 11th and the 12th that your genital areas, your anus and your prostate, especially for you gentlemen, might be a little bit more sensitive. And your animals get the same feeling. So you might even find on the 13th to the 15th, your liver and your hips and your thigh areas might be a little bit more sensitive. And keep in mind, you know, with this being a universal 8-year, it's really, really important to do gentle stretches. I don't care if you're an athlete or Olympian or whatever. This year, there can be more sprains, there can be more breakages and things like that. So make sure you're gentle stretching even more and more and more. The 16th and the 17th, you might be like, oh, my knees and my joints and my backbone, they're just a little bit off, right? So pay attention to that, you guys. Okay. So now, anyways, I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the universe and see what the message is for you. So I don't use cards whenever I'm with a client because I'm clairvoyant. So I use cards on here just to see what universal messages it has for you. And if you connect with this card, then that is the message for you. It's not going to, everybody's not going to resonate with it, right? Of course. So what is a message from the spirit world from the 11th to 17th of August? We're already midway August. Like, I can't believe that. What is the message from, wow, right away this fell through. So make sure you guys clear your cards as well. Before I clear my cards, before I even do my video, and I gravitate towards, I ask spirit, what cards do I need? So the card that fell out is Harvest the Honey. Absolutely. So what you're working on now and what you were working on actually during the new moon in Leo on the 4th and 5th of August, you are going to see the results on the 19th of August under the full moon. So your projects take time. You know, what you're working on can take time. You know, we have some short-term projects that we want to do. We have, you know, long-term projects take time. Like both of the projects I'm working on, realistically, I'm going to see it more coming in the spring, more so towards May. April, May 2025 is when I'm going to see more of my long-term projects being more up and going and more results coming from that. So I might even be able to get one of my other projects more so getting close to the end by the end of this year, I hope, right? But I only work on that when I have the extra time. So just really, really set some goals, you guys, really set some huge intentions, because believe me, the power is there. How many of you guys have noticed that, you know, when you start thinking of something or someone, all of a sudden you get a message from them, or you see a little post coming up on social media, right? So it's manifesting is really high right now. So be really careful where your thoughts are. Like, be really, really careful where your thoughts are, right? So, okay. So what is the message from the 11th to the 17th of August? What is the message from the universe from the 11th to 17th of August? I'm shuffling here on my desk. I don't want to fall on the floor. So I'm kind of on the side here. I'm sitting on the side so you guys can see my beautiful lion. I just love him. That's actually one of my favorite photos I've ever took, ever. Right? See, there he is, and there's my little signature down the corner, Jeni Ji Photography. You see more photos if you want. On Pickfair if you want to buy some of my photos. All right. So what is the cosmic message from the 11th to the 17th? Too many cards. No, I didn't like that one. So what is the cosmic message? The 11th to the 17th. Ooh, right away. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Now, what did I say? What did I talk about right away? It's really important to not give your power away. Why would you allow others to walk over you? Why would you allow others to take advantage of you? Why would you allow others to treat you badly? This is time when you really got to reflect on this. And this is why I'm saying, like I've had people saying, oh my God, Jeni, I worked in such a toxic workplace. So this is a week where you might be like, you know what, I got to make some changes now. Maybe I got to start looking for another job. Maybe I'm going to learn more skills at my job so I can get an advancement. Maybe I'm done. Maybe I just need a real new start. So start sending out your CVs and your resumes, and really take a look at, what do I truly want to do? Like I'm literally hearing classes coming in for people, if it's in the classroom or if it's, like taking classes online or whatever, you got to do what works for you. Like I talked to somebody and they're like, yeah, I took that course and I just didn't like it online. And I'm like, well, why don't you take it in the classroom? She goes, but I don't want to go back. And I'm like, why not? If that's something you want to learn and you're very passionate about, you already have the advantage of taking the course online and being ahead and knowing more. So whenever you take it in the classroom, you're going to excel and learn a lot more and it'll be easier for you. It's like sometimes we have to read a book a couple of times over and over, and we're like, you know what? Now I can really engulf in that and really be more involved in that. So, do what resonates more for you because how we learn, some people learn by audio, some people learn by a classroom, some people learn by reading, some people need to learn by being on the computer, right? So we all have our different ways of how we can really learn what's best for us, right? So go on your own flow. Don't go by like what other people say. Well, you should just do this, 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 and that. No, no. Go by what works for you. Always. What works for them might not work for you, vice versa, right? So now let's talk to the sea world, the sea life. I've been talking about the sea life, and I gave a lot of different messages in my prediction videos about the sea life and the waters. And gosh, message. What the cosmic heck message is going on this week for you guys, right? I'm just saying. So, so polite declaration, like how kind of cool is that, right? You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Absolutely. 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 Are you following your passion? Are you following something that you're truly interested in? You know, when you do that, there's certain hobbies that we have that you can be like, you know what, I really enjoy painting. I really enjoy knitting. I really enjoy like whatever it is, right? How many of you, when you're doing a hobby that you really enjoy, start to calm down? That's like a meditation. Like whenever I paint, whenever I do my photography, that's like a meditation for me. And I'm just in the moment and I just enjoy getting out there and such like that when I can. And I have thousands of photos, seriously, from over the years that I've taken photos of. And I haven't had time to go through them, of course, right? But every now and then I'll be like, that photo looks okay. Well, it's not perfect or anything, but I'm not no professional, but I'll put it up there on my photography account. Maybe someone will like it, right? So you gotta, like do things that you enjoy, don't worry about what the critics say. I don't care what anybody says, right? Like we all have our own perception and that, if I was a professional photographer, then yeah, I can understand that things have to be done a certain way. I get that, but I'm not. I just do it because I love it. And look at this beautiful baby. How many of you love this photo? Like seriously, I have taken many photos on my travels and many things that I like and everything. However, like I'm saying, I just love this photo because I connected with this lion so deeply. Like you have no idea. My animal communication is oh, very sacred to me. Very sacred. For now, what is our universal message? Actually, I didn't feel this. I didn't feel this, actually. I'm putting that down right away. I'm going to pull a card from this deck here. What is the message from the spirit world? The 11th to the 17th for the collective. What is the collective message from the spirit world? It's a message from the universe. What is the message from the universe? The message from the universe. It's a message from the universe. All right, then. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. When you surrender and reflect within your soul, pay attention to where your heart is guiding you. Is this the direction that feels right for you? Or am I being told I have to do this? Am I being told I have to do that? Am I being told you have to live your life this way? Are you being told you have to live your life a certain way? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Oh, I don't agree with you with how you live your life. I don't agree with your lifestyle. Who the hell do you think you are to say that to somebody? I'm just saying, don't get me started. Do what resonates for you. Walk in your path that feels right for you. Always, always, when you walk on your path that resonates with you, when you speak your truth from your heart with honesty, what all matters? What else matters? When you set good intentions for yourself and for others, and showing kindness to humanity and yourself. Is that everything? Yes. You know, the world as you have seen, especially with all this COVID coming in and what the government has created and all of these things, have we not had enough? You know, even when I talked to this lion, I shared his message to the world. And what he told me and showed me happened. I wrote about that on my blog. So there's more to come with that. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, how many of you are going to tune in live on August 31st and get a free reading by me? If you could like my video, it really helps me grow my channel, and subscribe to it to get these notifications on videos that are coming out and so on and so on. And I will see you live right here on YouTube on the 31st of August. So get your question together and ask me something on the 31st. Or you can book a private reading with me, soulworkwithjeni.com. Let me know how this week goes for you guys, and really, really take advantage of this energy right now. It's super, super charged and powerful, very powerful. There's a lot of changes coming, as I've been talking for a while. Work through what you need to change from within, and you will see the results. Namaste.